Have you ever thought about how quickly a single moment can change the rest of your life? For millions of seniors around the world, one simple misstep, a slip in the bathroom, a stumble in the hallway, a missed step on the stairs, can turn independence into weeks or even months of recovery, pain, and uncertainty. Today, we're talking about a brutal but often overlooked truth. Falls are the number one reason older adults lose their independence, and yet, most of these falls are entirely preventable. If you're over 60, or you love someone who is, I want you to stay with me until the end of this video. Because what you'll hear today isn't just the usual list of safety tips. It's a blueprint for protecting your freedom, your confidence, and your peace of mind. And if you're a caregiver or have aging parents, these doctor-backed strategies can make the difference between a life lived with dignity and a future limited by fear. Let's start by facing the facts, openly and honestly. Falls are not just bad luck or an inevitable part of aging. Every year, 1 in 4 people over 65 will experience a fall, and many will never fully recover. Why? Because as we age, our bodies change in ways that make us more vulnerable. Our muscles weaken, our sense of balance fades, our eyesight dims, and the side effects of medication can creep in unexpectedly. But, and here's the powerful truth, most of the risk factors for falling are not set in stone. With a bit of awareness and action, you can dramatically lower your risk. Why are falls so dangerous for older adults? Let's be honest, breaking a bone in your 20s is inconvenient. But breaking a hip at 80? It can change everything. More than half of seniors who suffer a hip fracture are never able to walk independently again. Many never return to their own home. The risk of serious complications, even death, rises sharply. But it isn't just the body that suffers. After a fall, fear can take over. Even those who recover physically may become anxious, avoid activities, and slowly lose their confidence and independence. Consider the story of Mrs. Lon, an 82-year-old grandmother who lived alone and prided herself on her independence. One rainy morning, she slipped in her kitchen, fractured her wrist, and was hospitalized for weeks. The accident was painful, but what hurt more was the realization that she no longer felt safe in her own home. Her family worried constantly, she hesitated to cook or shower alone, and her world became much smaller. It's a story I've heard from countless patients. But there's a silver lining. Mrs. Land's life changed again, not because of another accident, but because her family decided to take action, and she reclaimed her independence. So, what are the most common causes of falls among older adults? Doctors point to a combination of muscle weakness, poor balance, vision problems, medications that cause dizziness or drowsiness, and dangerous home environments. Many older adults take 3 or more medications daily, each with potential side effects. Add and throw rugs, clutter, slippery bathroom floors, dim lighting, and the risk multiplies. But, crucially, most of these factors can be improved or even eliminated. Doctor-recommended strategies to prevent falls. Let's walk through 6 life-changing solutions, backed by real-world stories, science, and the wisdom of those who have faced these challenges head-on. 1. Build strength and balance every day. It doesn't take a gym membership or fancy equipment to improve strength and balance. Simple, consistent daily movement can protect your independence for years. Tai Chi, chair yoga, balance exercises, or even standing on one leg while brushing your teeth, all of these can make a powerful difference. Studies show that older adults who do balance and muscle-strengthening exercises at least 3 times a week can cut their risk of falls by up to 30%. Take Mr. Hui, for example, a 77-year-old who thought his unsteady legs were just part of getting older. But after joining a senior Tai Chi class at his local community center, he noticed not only better balance, but greater confidence walking outdoors, less fear of falling, and a stronger, more flexible body overall. 2. Make your home a safe zone. Most falls happen at home, not outside. The good news? You have control over your environment. Go through each room with a critical eye. Remove loose rugs, electrical cords, and clutter. Install grab bars in the bathroom and handrails on both sides of staircases. Add night lights in the hallway and bathroom. Place frequently used items within easy reach to avoid dangerous stretching or climbing. Even something as simple as non-slip mats in the shower can be a lifesaver. I once visited an 80-year-old woman who had fallen twice in her hallway. Together with her daughter, we made a checklist, moved the furniture, added brighter lights, put a sturdy chair near the entrance for taking off shoes, and the fall stopped completely. Sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing things differently and smarter. 3. Review and adjust your medications. Many older adults don't realize that their daily medications could be contributing to falls. Blood pressure pills, sedatives, antidepressants, and even over-the-counter sleep aids can all cause dizziness, blurred vision, or sudden drops in blood pressure. It's essential to review every prescription and supplement with your doctor or pharmacist at least once a year. If you start a new medication and feel more unsteady, report it immediately. Your health team can often find safer alternatives or adjust doses to keep you steady. Remember, the goal isn't just to manage disease, it's to preserve your quality of life. 4. See your eye doctor and care for your vision. One of the most overlooked factors in fall prevention is vision. After 60, our eyesight naturally declines. Even small changes, like needing stronger reading glasses, developing cataracts, or changes in depth perception, can increase the risk of a misstep. But most seniors see an eye doctor less often as they age, not more. I'll never forget Mr. Fan, a retired carpenter who had always prided himself on his sharp eyes. Over the years, his vision faded, but he thought it was just part of getting older. After he tripped on the curb outside his house and fractured his ankle, his daughter insisted he see an ophthalmologist. They discovered early-stage glaucoma and cataracts, both treatable. After his surgery and new glasses, he told me, it was like someone turned the lights back on. I didn't realize how much I'd been missing. The lesson? Schedule annual vision checks, even if you think your eyes are fine. Wear the correct prescription glasses and keep them clean. If you have bifocals or progressive lenses, be cautious with stairs or uneven ground, as these can affect depth perception. Good lighting, especially at night, can make all the difference. Consider motion sensor night lights or brighter bulbs in areas you walk through after dark. Clear, sharp vision gives you back a layer of confidence and safety that's easy to underestimate until it's gone. 5. Wear proper footwear. It may sound simple, but what you put on your feet can literally save your life. Many older adults wear slippers, socks, or shoes that are old, loose, or slippery. These can lead to slips, trips, and falls, even in your own kitchen. Doctors recommend well-fitting, supportive shoes with non-slip soles, both indoors and outdoors. Avoid high heels, flip-flops, and any footwear that doesn't feel secure. Mrs. Mai, age 80, loved her soft house slippers, but after her second fall in as many months, her son bought her a pair of sturdy, non-slip shoes to wear at home. At first, she resisted. They looked like old lady shoes. But she soon noticed she walked more confidently and didn't slip once during the rainy season. Sometimes, a small change like this can protect your independence for years. If you're used to going barefoot at home, consider at least wearing socks with grippers or lightweight sneakers. And always make sure your shoes fit well. Ill-fitting shoes are one of the most common but ignored hazards. 6. Stay hydrated and nourished. A surprising number of falls in older adults are caused by dehydration or poor nutrition. When you're even a little dehydrated, your blood pressure can drop, making you feel lightheaded or dizzy when you stand up. Malnutrition weakens your muscles and slows down your reflexes. I once met Mr. Kwong, 75, who fainted in his garden one morning. His blood pressure dropped suddenly, not from medication, but from not drinking enough water on a hot day. Since then, he keeps a glass of water on every table in his house, and he hasn't had a problem since. Doctors recommend drinking water regularly throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Eat a balanced diet rich in protein, fruits, and vegetables to keep your muscles and nerves working well. If you have trouble preparing meals, consider meal delivery services or ask family for help. Nourishing your body is a form of self-respect, and it can be a powerful way to stay steady on your feet. The emotional side of fall prevention. Beyond all these practical tips, let's talk about the psychology of falls. Many seniors who fall, even once, become anxious and fearful. That fear can be paralyzing. It can make you stop going out, stop seeing friends, and stop doing the things you love. But avoiding activity can actually make you weaker and more likely to fall again. It's a vicious cycle. If you or a loved one has become anxious after a fall, it's important to talk about it. Share your worries with your doctor or with supportive friends. Consider joining a fall prevention class or group exercise for seniors. Not only do these programs build strength, but they help you rebuild confidence, too. When you realize that falls are not just bad luck but something you can actively work to prevent, you regain a sense of control. Mrs. Lon, the woman I mentioned earlier, eventually started a small exercise group with her neighbors. They did gentle balance and strength training together, shared tips for home safety, and even helped each other with home modifications. She told me, "I was afraid to be alone after my fall. But working together with others, I felt stronger and braver than I had in years." Caregivers, your role is vital. If you're a caregiver or have aging parents, remember, your involvement can make a world of difference. Talk with your loved one about their fears, help them check their home for hazards, go with them to medical appointments, and encourage regular exercise. Sometimes, just having someone listen, or lend a hand with groceries, or install a grab bar, can protect a senior's independence and dignity. The truth about preventing falls, you're more powerful than you think. So, what's the real truth about preventing falls in older adults? It's not about living in fear or wrapping yourself in bubble wrap. It's about empowerment, awareness, and taking action, no matter your age, background, or health history. Every small change you make today could be the reason you avoid a hospital visit, keep your independence, or simply enjoy one more season with the people you love. It's easy to believe that falls are just an inevitable part of aging. But the truth is, the majority of falls can be prevented with the right mindset, preparation, and community support. Whether you're a senior taking these steps for yourself, or a caregiver helping someone you love, your efforts matter more than you know. And don't let pride get in the way of safety. There's no shame in adding a grab bar, wearing sturdy shoes, or asking a friend for help. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. You're not losing your independence by making these changes, you're protecting it. You're proving to yourself and those who care for you that your safety and your future are worth fighting for. Remember the stories we've shared about Mrs. Lon, Mr. Fan, Mrs. Mai, and others. Their journeys weren't about perfection or never making mistakes. They were about paying attention, reaching out, and refusing to let one fall define the rest of their lives. Every stumble was a lesson, every step forward, a victory. So here's my challenge for you. Take one action today. It could be as simple as clearing the clutter in your hallway, calling your eye doctor for an appointment, checking your shoes, or practicing a balance exercise in your living room. Tell a friend or family member what you're doing, and invite them to join you. Build a network of support, because staying strong, steady, and safe is not just a personal goal, but a community effort. If you found value in this video, please let us know by leaving a comment below, share your experience, your questions, or your best fall prevention tip. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Every view, every comment, every shared story helps build a safer, healthier, and more empowered community of seniors and caregivers. Aging can be challenging, but it's also a time for growth, wisdom, and resilience. Let's face it together, with clear eyes, steady hands, and open hearts. You deserve to walk into each new day with confidence, safety, and peace of mind. Thank you for joining us, and Reem.